Hello YouTube, welcome back to another Minecraft update video. Yay! Yay!
Yay!
I have Twiiist Videos with me again. So hello Chris.
Hello, sir. How are
Hello.
you?
I'm good, I'm well, thank you. Now before I go anywhere, I just want to do a little quick shout out to a subscriber called Ivy the Cool, who has been commenting with some advice and some feedback and input on one of our Minecraft Hogwarts videos, which is really cool. That's what I want to see. I like the community getting involved like that, so thank you for watching so far, and have a look at what we've been doing next. And
Thank you very much. That really appreciate that. That's awesome.
woohoo! Right, so if you'd just been on Chris's channel or Twiist's channel, you would have seen we've done a big update and we've done a lot on Hogwarts, as you can see. But on my channel, as you may have figured out, I like to do a bit more detailed breakdown of the build and what we've done, so you can actually see that we have done this all ourselves, legit, it's real, and talk to you about what we've done. So Chris, do you want to tell the lovely people what we have over here?
Yes, I will. I have lost you. There we go. So,
Right.
guys, this is what's known, I believe, Christian, as the paved courtyard.
No, this one isn't. This is the broken courtyard.
This is, as I was saying before I was interrupted, the broken courtyard. Um, so the in a bit of a nutshell, and Christian will take over in a second. The broken courtyard is supposedly one of the oldest courtyards in Hogwarts. Um, I believe it's got a lot of damage to it. So as you can see around the left and the right hand side, only really half of
Oop,
the tiles are still there. And you have a broken water feature in the middle, and you also have this random tree growing in the side over here.
indeed. Chris, would you like to know a little factoid about the broken courtyard?
I generally would. That would be great.
It is in fact broken.
Shut the back door.
No bullshit.
Is it is it broken as in the sense of like someone has come and broke it?
Yeah, it's been.
Man, this game is too much.
I
I
know,
need a
mate.
minute.
I know. You take a minute. Whilst you take a minute,
Need a minute.
the broken courtyard leads the way to the clock tower, which you have seen sort of briefly in our videos, but I don't know. I kind of want to show off in a bit more detail because there's a lot of crooked shapes and things up the top here, and it was a pain in the arse to build. And it obviously goes and backs onto the hospital wing with the bridge with the arch beneath it, which again took forever, and Toxic with his brilliant craftsmanship has got a nice curve on this arch. I'm really pleased with that. Well done, Toxic. And then the hospital wing looks over the paved courtyard, as Chris was talking about earlier, which is down here, and you can tell it's the paved courtyard because it has pavement.
Is that the name? Is it?
Yeah.
So the paved courtyard obviously connects the outer side of the castle to, well, it's a bit of a weird one, man, because obviously we couldn't really do a diagonal Great Hall, could we?
No, not at all. No, because it would all be diagonal.
Um, yeah, and that would just look awful. So in here, it obviously goes through, and
I've
there
lost you,
will
mate.
be
You're talking.
doors.
I've got no idea where you are. There you
Down
are.
below, yeah,
Hello,
I'm
mate.
here.
Carry on.
So yeah, the courtyard goes through, and obviously the Great Hall is here, but then there will be entrances then onto each of the floors as well.
Yeah.
But obviously we couldn't do exactly like Hogwarts because that would have been impossible and it would have been incredibly ugly as well.
Yeah, it would have looked hideous. Some of the diagonal walls we've got on this look ugly enough. This one is an
Yeah.
example. Let alone if the whole Great Hall had been built like that, it would have looked horrendous. Imagine the tables all on a diagonal. Would not
Oh,
have looked good at all.
it's just not worth thinking about, is it?
No. So this is obviously the paved courtyard, which is quite bland, but from what I can tell, it is bland. We've done a lot of research by looking back on videos, the films, the books, and even some of the older games. I had to battle through the majority of the Half-Blood Prince on the PS3, which although it's a good game, it's very dated. So going through it was a bit of a grind, but just so I can explore the castle because it's built pretty much perfectly on there to see what it looked
Mm.
like. And there's nothing in this place other than some banners which I've been meaning to put up. Um, but yeah,
But again, what you said in the other videos as well, man, is like we're still working on the actual shell.
Yeah,
So all the
exactly.
details and everything. Yeah, they're all coming. They're all coming. We're just doing the shell first and then filling it up.
Indeed. Well, whilst Chris buggers off over there, I'll talk to you a little bit about the clock tower, which again is quite a famous part of the castle. It's seen very regularly in the films, so it had to go in. And I had again, I copied pictures, and I think Chris, did you help me build this, or was it Toxic that built the clock tower with me?
I helped do the middle bit,
Ah, yeah, okay.
and then Toxic did the rest. Toxic did all the arches and everything because he's good like that.
Yeah. So as you can see, the windows don't go all the way up to the top yet. That's simply because it's not finished inside, as you're going to see now. But as you go in, you've got the big pendulum drooping down from the clock, and you can see there's different levels going up around it. And there are staircases to each level, which I shall show you. Oh, I can't get through the door. What the hell's going on? There you go. Now, the whole thing is linked as a staircase, so you can walk around it all, which is how we intend to have the whole castle eventually. Hello! But these levels don't go all the way to the top yet. This has got to go up further, and there should be clock mechanics up here. I just haven't figured out how I'm going to do that yet. So that has still got
A
to go
little,
in.
little bit of a fun fact for you as well, Christian. Do you remember when we didn't plan the levels on this bit? We
Nope.
basically did the shell and then we did the hospital wing,
Mm.
and lucky enough, it fell on the floor that it needed to fall on.
Yeah, it fell on the 6th floor, which is exactly where the hospital wing is on the books. So that's worked out really, really well. I'm pleased with that. But just coincidence. Nothing but coincidence.
Yeah, no planning, no nothing.
Something that is annoying, as you might see here, the fences are two different colours, and that's because when we first built this on an older version of Minecraft, the only two fence types you had was wooden fence and nether brick fence. So the wooden fence looked a bit pale, as you can see there, so I used nether brick fence. But since then, Mojang, however you say it, have very kindly updated Minecraft, so now there are more fence types. So we have some oakwood fence and sprucewood fence actually matches the colours, so I need to go around and update it all, but I've just done this so you can see how it looks. In this way, this goes now down to the hospital wing. Chris has done some decoration on the staircase there, and the hospital wing has now got a bit of an interior, very basic, but I've done some beds and some compartments.
Like
Chris,
screens.
yeah,
Yes,
Chris,
sir.
in your opinion, what would you say we need to do for the final touches inside the hospital wing? Because it still looks a little bit bare to me.
I think we got to do bedside tables definitely. Um, there is also on this back wall, there's quite a few photos as well.
Okay, we'll get some photos in then.
So we shall get some photos up on there. And I can't remember, but I don't know whether there is the wood beams at the top. If there is, that would probably be quite
I
good.
imagine on most of the roofing we need to do some sort of wooden truss because this just isn't stable. This is an architectural nightmare. This is all going to collapse. So yeah, I think there's a lot of work to do in terms of the roof's interior and the ceilings on the whole building. But it generally looks a lot better than what it did when this was bare naked and empty. So
The favourite thing about this room as well is you can, even without the beds, you could definitely identify this as the hospital wing as well because it's got a very unique look.
yeah, it's got a very specific shape.
Mm.
But yeah, I am very pleased with this. And as you see, I put a ceiling up there as well because it looked a bit bland. And as I'm sure you know, the clock tower, as I've said, leads onto the broken courtyard, and that leads onto one thing, which is the famous rickety wooden bridge. Which, if I'm right, if my Harry Potter knowledge is correct, Chris, you might know whether or not this is true or not. The bridge was never ever written into any of the books, I don't think.
Um, you know what? I actually don't know about that, dude.
See, I
I
know the wooden bridge wasn't in the first two or three films, the first two films, and it wasn't until the third film, Prisoner of Azkaban, where there became a need for the bridge, where they reworked some of the castle because they moved where Hagrid's hut was for the sake, and they moved where the Whomping Willow was, but then it meant they needed a new bridge, so they put this bridge in, and then I think J.K. Rowling may have then included it in the later books once, yeah, once it had been included in the films.
I think the first thing you kind of realize is with the stone exit here. I don't know if any of you are familiar with the layout. There is basically it's almost like a mound, isn't it? It comes out onto a mound, which then leads down to the hut.
Yep, exactly.
If we zoom out a little bit, look how high it is compared to the ground. That's both an advantage and disadvantage. Advantage of the fact that we're going to get that really nice kind of slope look. Disadvantage is think how much work there is to bring that down to the right level. I'm sure you've seen in some of the other videos, myself and Christian had a whale of a time basically burning this place to the ground, um, to the point where it kind of went a lot further than we were hoping.
Yeah, it went
Kind
really
of went.
far. You can see where Chris has run off into the distance there. There was a lot of fire. But
Yeah, so everything below me was kind of on fire.
you can't
But
even see the
um,
castle from here.
and I think in that discovery as well, man, of us burning down the forest, we kind of, I mean, this is way into the future, but we also have the snowy portion over here, which we're going to obviously use for a bit of Hogsmeade. Now,
Indeed.
I am afraid to go over to whatever that is over there in the
Yeah,
distance.
I've just spotted something really precarious over there. I was just going to turn around and go the other
Um,
way.
yeah, Kristen, you go that way, and I'm just going to go and see if I can confirm our worries. Yeah, so this would have been a 18 rated sign-in video. um, I'm going to let Christian take over from here, and I'm just going to alter what this is.
Well, on that bombshell, I think time is up on this video because it's been quite long so far. Thank you for watching the video and check back for more as we do some more build breakdowns.
Right down.
Breakdowns. Please check out Twiiist Videos channel. The link is in the description. Subscribe to both our channels if you want to see more. There are more videos on Hogwarts on his channel, so do check it out. In the meantime, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.
Thanks, guys.
Peace.
Dude, this is generally two different colors. This is disgusting.
I'll check it out in a bit.